you.
When were you here last?
2 years ago.
Was it true?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeff?
Okay.
Thank you.
Well,
Jeff?
wait, I think there's some more
Jeff?
new
We're
people.
doing announcements still.
Jeff?
There's more new people.
We also have a couple other new people. A couple other new people.
There's a new person maybe we should introduce as well.
Introductions too.
Oh, and Nancy.
No, you were here last week.
Oh, you were here.
She's an old
I
timer
forgot.
now. I'm one week you're an old timer. Okay.
Well, let's start with this.
Okay.
I spoke with Karen before last.
Yes?
He'd be so happy.
Love. Mac is doing very well, but he had a biopsy scheduled for the following morning, which would have been yesterday morning, and I didn't hear from her yesterday.
A biopsy?
Yeah, they're doing a biopsy on something, but so far they're talking about but depending on what happens with the biopsy of whatever they're biopsying, they will know whether he can be discharged. He's that old.
Wow.
And he will go live with his sister and brother-in-law, I guess.
Okay.
But Sharon will be free to come back here and commute as needed. So she's doing well. She is, Jennifer talked to her too, said she's kind of frazzled. There's a lot going on here and whatnot. But she's old enough. She's a trooper. So good report on Sharon and Miss.
Excellent.
Yay.
Excellent.
Now Pam's got some.
Yeah, so speaking on behalf of Carolina and Lama Dorje, there is the Tibetan New Year coming up, and they're finally inviting folks to Dewa Chen to celebrate. There will be a flag ceremony and a potluck. Contact me or just come up to me after talk today, and I'll get you registered, which
When
really
is
just
this?
means
February.
it's February 9th.
Okay.
From 10 to 3. And I'll get you on the list so that we can get people maybe hooked up to carpool, because you need a 4x4, and it's a little bit complicated to get there, because it's not necessarily a place we're in right now. But it includes a potluck, so bring a vegetarian or vegan dish, and bring whatever utensils and plates you need. It's kind of a BYO everything, but there'll be a teaching, a flag ceremony, and some meditation. And happy Tibetan New Year.
Now we'll be, Jeff and I
Can you
will
see
be
okay?
here at 4 o'clock that day as well.
It's a Friday.
They're both
So
on
we
Friday.
want to encourage you to go. And for those who can't go, we will have a Dharma group here.
Yeah. So same time, same place, and this is pretty exciting.
Is it okay if I make an announcement, Diane?
Yes. Oh.
So
Yes,
really,
this is big. Big.
really good news. Those of you that don't know about the Happiness Project, it's something that developed out of this Dharma group about a year and a half ago. And the property with the 2 bamboo things, we are signing on Monday afternoon. So it will be
Look at all the parking.
No excuse not to carpool.
yes, right, right. So that we don't have so many cars up here. Actually, starting next week, you can just meet down there by park inside the bamboos, and then come
We
up
don't
here.
have keys yet, although the gate's open.
Yeah, but we will on Monday.
We'll see.
But wait a minute, we're not having classes there, by the way.
No, we're not. No.
Okay.
Expectations of 0.
No.
It's rented out.
It's rented out during the week, Monday through Thursday. It's the Light Project.
Okay.
And so, but we will own it and develop it over the next year. And we still have the police station for another year. So it's a good transition. We can own 2 things. Their rent can pay the other rent.
Exactly. It's a beautiful thing.
So is the other happy house going away?
Sometime.
Not
Not
yet.
now.
Now,
So,
Jeff
some
also
other day.
has started a new happy house in Lagunas, right?
No, it's not a happy house, but
Not
we
a
are
happy
doing.
house, but it's a
We have become a chain for English classes, and so we started classes
with
in
39
Franchise.
right. So Ruthie's excited about it.
I want you to tell me.
Yeah. We've had classes in Ochel for a year now, and as of these last couple weeks, we started in Coronado, San Buenos, and Lagunas. And so this last week, there were 105 students in our classes actually attending the classes in all those locations.
Wow.
That's impressive.
No, we're not ready to announce that one yet.
Oh, Ruthie, tell me privately.
All the secrets out.
I also want to give a shout out to Marjorie. Because she and Pamela and Buck Range's done were great at teaching a week-long English camp for kids.
Great, Marjorie.
We hope to repeat this so if anybody likes to play with kids and they'll learn a little bit of English along the way. Oh yeah, okay. They did an awesome job.
It was wild. I've never slept so hard in it. We had 10 children, but what was also extremely encouraging was the moms stayed. And they stayed outside and kind of communicated, and actually because of that, I think there was a little community build,
Just an ongoing group.
which is continuing. So it was solid, and then they said, could we do some more? So we're doing it probably once a week on a morning basis. But it was just so amazing. These children are delightful, of course. They're so busy and they're so active. So head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Everything was a game. Everything was an activity. And the happy house was perfect for it. We just kind of hopped around rooms and did things. But there were 3 teachers and 10 children. We barely made it out alive. What else can I say? It was fun. It was really good. Yeah.
Be the change you want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Dinging in.
Now
A
let
lot of good stuff is coming from this little group.
We're gonna ding in before you get too emotional over there.
Okay, now we're gonna have to do people, but I'm going to say, welcome to this week's Dharma group. For Rita. It's a beautiful day. And our talk today is going to be very informal and kind of out of my body head. It's not, you can be very relaxed because there will be nothing new. However, we're going to try putting some things together that you already know. That you are, everything that we're talking about today, you already know. And you know that you know, but you may not know that you know how to use it. So we're going to kind of explore actually making practices out of some knowledge. And now, welcome to everybody here and new people. Do you have any besides Susan? Susan's not really new.
Well, Nancy Van Slack has come back. But you've come back.
Nancy, welcome back.
Yeah.
Nancy's back.
The difference in temperature is 100 degrees or something
Same.
from where you came from.
Wow.
Came from 50 below. Celsius.
Yeah.
So more than 100 degrees.
Ruthie.
So begin to relax.
Oh, wait.
We actually do have a new.
I know.
Oh, you
No,
guys
no,
are
I've
back.
got new.
I've already been there.
I'm sorry. He should have gone in on the the shared
Announcements.
announcements, right. Joe just spent 4 days up at Dewa Chen putting in electrical for Lama Dorji to his house.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Joe.
So,
He was living in the dark for 2 weeks since he got back from India, so. The neighbor allowed him to tap off his roof, so we ran power over his house.
so his new house was done for him when he got back from his travels, and now there's electricity.
Beautiful. Yes, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
At about your 10 o'clock, Ruthie, as a new person. Off your left shoulder.
Oh, she came last week.
She was here last
She
week.
was
Oh,
here
she
last
was. Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, again, who is it?
Hello again. My name is Ella. I'm from Germany, and I'm volunteering here right now. But
Ah.
staying till Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was here last week, and I really enjoyed it.
Okay. And now, everybody take a deep breath and take a deep breath, relax, and Pam is going to do our opening meditation.
Thanks. So, as always, find a comfortable seat. Eyes open or eyes closed. If you have your eyes open, just soften the gaze a bit, maybe down the bridge of the nose to a spot just along the floor somewhere. And start to feel the parts of the body that touch the ground. That's your seat, the backs of the thighs or the sides of the legs, maybe the bottoms of the feet. And take a big breath in through the nose, sigh it out, and settle into your chair. Really spread and feel the support of the ground beneath you. And from that, build up through the spine. Notice the small of the back. Stack one vertebrae on top of the other. Through the middle of the back. The top of the back. And the neck. Tuck the chin slightly so that the back of the neck reaches long and the crown of your head reaches up toward the sky. Take a big breath. In through the nose. You can breathe out through the nose or out through the mouth. Whatever is comfortable. And then settle into the breath. Listening to the breath. Feeling the breath in your body. In through the nose. Down the back of the throat. Filling the body. And releasing back out from the body. And I want to touch back on the last couple of meditations we've done together and the meditation that Carolina and Lama Dorje offered us. Noticing the body. In particular, the senses, as you feel the breeze, hear the fan, the bird, the bug. Stay with the present moment. Continue breathing in through the nose. Gentle breaths out through the nose. And then bring your attention to your body. And go specifically to that place where your gut feeling is. Maybe your conscience. Or maybe it's a still spot for you. Maybe you're not totally in touch with it yet. Scan the body and find where maybe your gut instinct comes from. And settle there for a moment. It's okay if you just explore. Release expectations and just explore this spot, this area, this sensation of the body. Take a deep breath. Remember that you're okay. And release the breath. Settle back. In the past, I've mentioned surrender as a tool for meditation. And I don't mean it in that weak way. I mean it in that vulnerable way, where you get in touch with this soft spot. From this soft spot, you will find your loving kindness. You will find compassion for others, including yourself. It's a place with no judgment, no expectation. It's a place of gentle awareness. Breathing in through the nose and release the breath. Settle. For the next few moments, I'd like to invite you to rest in loving kindness. Rest in this gentle awareness.
Namaste.
Okay, I'd like to go back to my last talk because I made a mistake and I want to correct it. Someone in the group asked a very straightforward question, and I rather misheard it, so I gave an incorrect answer. The topic that we're on, the major topic, is the third noble truth, the cessation of suffering. And the topic for that talk was the teaching of the Buddha that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. The pain comes from the physical body, but suffering comes from the mind and emotions. Someone asked the question, is pain always in the body? And I said, no, it's wrong. The pain is always associated with the physical, sensory body. My mind was saying the two interact so much that my mind was saying the causation of much pain sometimes, it originates with emotions. So if you're under a great deal of stress, your blood pressure rises, you could have heart problems, it would be painful, that sort of thing. But, so yes, pain is always associated with the body. And suffering is in the body, but it's not of the body. You can deal with it. You can't change pain. You have to treat it. But you can change your mind, your thoughts, and your feelings. So that was just something that I thought was important to cover. And if anybody has any questions about it, we'll take them. But the next thing I want to cover, Pam covered, has done it wonderfully with the meditations, the teachings for moving towards the cessation of suffering that I started in my series were on surrendering to stillness and silence, and then working with the breath. And the main point of those teachings that we can move into today was that silence is not the opposite of sound. Silence is the ground of sound. Sound comes from silence, and then it goes back to silence. So silence and stillness. Stillness is the ground and the background for motion. So stillness and silence are your access. They're your entry point to going within. Following that, we added breathing, and that takes us to today's topic, which is that all of the teachings, really somewhere everywhere, but particularly when we get ready to actually do the practices to reduce our suffering, our mindfulness practices. These are the 6th, 7th, and 8th of the Eightfold Path. Now we're all familiar with mindfulness, and most of us practice it in one way or another, right? Anybody here not know what mindfulness is? Okay. Well, there are a couple of pitfalls in starting this when we create a practice for mindfulness. Sometimes there are semantics or a problem, but they are less of a, we all know that because it's hard to use language that is totally definitively accurate. So every word has different meanings for different people, different tones. But one of the things that happens in this particular application of mindfulness is that people go off track. I listened to a talk the other day. I wish I had saved it because you either hated it. This was really funny though. They started with the third noble truth. And they started with that of choice. And immediately, before they got to anything doing with mindfulness as we would consider it, they began to argue whether we have free will or we don't. And it went on, and it went on, and it went on, and they were so far out in the weeds, they didn't even know what they were saying. They completely lost control of the whole conversation. Watch out for this. When you come to new topics, there are people who will